Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Aliza Kelly and I am so excited about the astrology this week. Today we are going to be looking at the astrology from Monday, February 3rd through Sunday, February 9th. So it is now Aquarius season. And for Aquarius season, I have decided to try to embrace my curls, which is a big deal for me. And I also encourage you guys to find something about yourself that maybe you have been trying to change or suppress or just go conform, I suppose. If you have been trying to conform some part of yourself, in the spirit of Aquarius season, just do you and don't apologize for it. Okay, I get to look at your questions and I get to answer them. Questions of all varieties, questions about your compatibility, questions about your birth chart. We are going to read a question from Walker number 13371. Why are twins so different even though they have the same birth chart? This is a great question. So first of all, there's a few different answers. One is that not all twins have the same birth chart. In fact, just a few minutes can make a huge difference in somebody's birth chart. You could even have different rising signs in just a few minutes. So really, twins can have completely separate astrological blueprints, AKA birth charts, AKA lives. So that's number one, is that just because two people are twins doesn't mean that they have the same birth chart. But in the case where two people do have very, very similar birth charts, if they're born just within a few seconds apart or a minute apart, let's say, life is still going to affect people differently. I like to say that astrology is 99% nurture and only 1% nature. If there's two twins, which is being held by the nurse, which is being held by the mom? All of these things are going to affect the way that the birth chart unfolds over time. So literally, the second that you pop out into this world, the stimuli is affecting you and changing your chart. Twins, even though they might have very similar DNA, will not have very similar lives and will respond to their worlds differently. And that, Walker 13371, is the answer to your question. This week, we have a ton of stuff going on in the sky. So first thing is first, on Monday, February 3rd, we have Mercury, the planet of communication, moving into Pisces. This is going to make all of our dialogue much more abstract. So we may want to focus more on body language than our words, because Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac and it's really not interested in linear thought. It wants to do things creatively, artistically. But I do have to say that we will soon have a retrograde happen. Mercury retrograde. You know what this means. Disaster! Everything sucks when Mercury goes retrograde. So this is also a very good week to try to open up dialogue, because when Mercury goes retrograde in Pisces, it's gonna get real nasty. So even if you are using more abstract forms of expression, you're gonna wanna say what you need to say. So then, just a few days later, on Friday, February 7th, we have Venus, the planet of love and beauty and values, move into Aries. So Aries is the sign that is associated with sparks of creativity and impulse and getting done and being motivated. So when Venus, which is super lethargic and loves to be in love and loves to relax and luxuriate, goes into the sign, well, we get a little competitive. We start to feel like love is something that we need to fight for. So don't be surprised if you find yourself fighting by the latter half of this week, especially 2 days later, on Sunday, February 9th, we have a full moon in Leo. And this is really big. This is the only full moon in Leo of all of 2020. So it's gonna be doing big shit for your chart. So you are going to want to listen to see exactly how this energy is going to affect you. As you know, there is a wonderful bar that you can use to find your sun sign, but I encourage you to listen all the way through, because you have every sign represented in your chart, and you also are gonna wanna know how your crush and your best friend and your boss are gonna be affected this week, so enjoy. Aries, you are so edgy right now, and the reason is because you're feeling a little bit stuck. You're feeling kind of trapped. So what I would like for you to do this week is make some weekend plans, get out of town, blow off some steam. Even if this means that you are just traveling outside of your city for like 20 minutes, just go somewhere that doesn't feel mundane. Go somewhere that feels exciting. Do something that is not your everyday. And that way, you're gonna be able to get a different perspective on what's going on, and you're gonna feel inspired. And you hate feeling lazy, so do something. Taurus, it is time to take your power suit out of the dry cleaner. This is a week you need to show up for work, for your class, for whatever you're doing that you care about, and prove the fact that you care about it. You're gonna need to impress people. You're going to need to make sure that others are aware of the fact that you have skin in the game. So whether you are just right now looking the part, the concept of dressing for the job you want rings very, very true for the week ahead. Gemini, there is an exciting opportunity this week for you to connect with somebody, a friend of a friend, maybe of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Someone in your distant network is gonna help you. So don't be shy. Ask somebody for an introduction, make a cold call, send a weird email. Not that weird, of course, Gemini, easy does it. But put yourself out there, because you don't know exactly who this person is, but they're going to hook you up in a really meaningful way. Maybe you're gonna hook up with them in a meaningful way. I don't know, but I know that someone out there is gonna help you. So go find them. Cancer, you are one of the most intuitive signs of the zodiac. You know it, I know it. It's time to own it. You have a bad feeling about something and you are going to need to call it out. Even if you don't have material facts, even if it hasn't come into fruition yet, trust your gut, trust your intuition. There's a reason that you're feeling that way. If your hair is standing up on edge whenever you are dealing with this situation, like, find out why. What the f is going on? Ask some questions. Long story short is that your intuition exists for a reason, so this week you need to find out what it's trying to say to you. Leo, you believe in yourself, and I love you for that, but you need to have people in your life who also believe in you. Just you working up the confidence and feeling empowered all the time, it's a lot. It's a lot of responsibility on one person. So this week, I want you to sit down and really think about your support system. Who has your back? Who wants you to shine? And make sure that you are emphasizing those relationships. Those are the relationships that you should be investing in. None of this trying to win people over bullshit. There's no reason. Why? It doesn't matter. When you have people who believe in you, focus on your support system. Virgo, you're gonna love this. This week, I would like for you to clean your possessions. I know it's a very bizarre horoscope of the week. How could this possibly be your horoscope of the week? It is. I want you to grab your favorite cleaning supplies and clean the things that matter to you, whether it's jewelry, your furniture, your bedding. The reason for this is because you perform better and more efficiently when you are living in an environment and when the things that are important to you are being treated with love. And if your possessions, your objects, the special things that you have put in little boxes are starting to collect dust, no wonder you're feeling weird in all areas of your life. Everything is connected, so get to it. Libra, I need you to do something fun with me. I need you to take your phone and scroll and find a random person and give them a call. Dial a friend. You need to call up somebody from your past this week, and the reason is because they are going to share something important with you. Play a little contact roulette to see who you land on, but whoever that is gonna give you important information about something. That could be good, it could be bad, whatever it is, welcome it with open eyes and open ears and let it roll. Scorpio, that's quite enough. That's quite enough of you. I need you to grab your weighted blanket and wrap yourself in it and cocoon yourself for the rest of the week. Obviously, that might be a difficult thing to do because you have to live and go to work, I hear. But basically, this week, I want you to be very, very protected with your energy, to make sure that you're prioritizing your self-care, to make sure that your needs are being met on an emotional and physical level. So get lots of sleep, take care of yourself, take a long bath, and just rest. You need it, you deserve it. Okay, Sag, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. It is time for you to make a TikTok. It is time for you to learn the dances. And if you don't want to, or if you already have one, go deeper, go hard. You need to let it all out right now. And the best way for you to do that, Sagittarius, is by being creative and by having an audience. This week, you're not just doing things for you, you're doing things to impress other people. So go and get yourself public facing somehow, whether it is on social media or at your local bar, and shine, stand out, have fun. Capricorn, you're busting your ass, and your work, I promise, is gonna pay off. I promise it's going somewhere. But this week, I need you to take all of that hard work, and I need you to help someone out and to maybe give someone else a hand. I don't know, just saying, might be a nice thing to do. The reason for this is not because you need to drop the ball, and it's not because you need to get off your game for a second. It's because when you teach somebody, you will learn. And when you go out of your way to make sure that you are not just trying to achieve things for your ego, and that you are actually a great team player, that's gonna make a difference, and it's gonna make you look good. So even if you're doing it for selfish reasons, do it, help someone. Aquarius, I love you so much, and it's your birthday season, and you are an inspiration to us all, period. I mean it. However, you can also be a little bitchy. You can be a little aloof, you can be a little judgy, and this week, with the full moon in your opposite sign of Leo, I want you to open your heart to a new relationship. I want you to just give it a try. You don't need to commit to it forever, but just open yourself up to the possibility that maybe someone could love you, and maybe you could love someone in return. Maybe, I don't know. Honestly, you're gonna feel so much better when you just allow yourself to be just a tad more vulnerable, I promise. Pisces, thank you for leading the way into the abstract realm. How would we be here without you? But this week you just need to do your taxes. You just need to get organized here in the material world. Stop putting it off. It will bite you in the ass later on. So that is your week. Woo! Now it is time to give out the superlative awards. We have some very surprise winners this week. The award for bitchiest goes to Virgo. Virgo, you're being a bitch! It's okay though, because this is part of the process of cleaning things. You have every right to be a little standoffish with people. You have a lot of shit that you're working through, literally and figuratively. Now for the horniest for the week ahead, that would have to be Libra. Libra, you horny dog. I am encouraging you guys to scroll through your phone and find your contacts and give them a call. And you might want to throw in a little sexy selfie. Things might get weird because you're feeling horny, and I love it. I'm here for it. Have fun. And now this is dedicated to all my Leos out there. There is a full moon in your sign this week, and this means that you receive the award of bossiest. You are the bossy bitch this week, and that's okay. You deserve to be, because you want things done a certain way, you want to stand out, you want to shine, and yeah, if people need to move, they need to move. So the award for most lovable goes to, believe it or not, it's Sagittarius. I know that it may not seem like all of these TikTok videos are going anywhere, but believe it or not, they are. People love you. People think you're hilarious. You are so funny. So just keep doing you. Finally, this is a very important award for most improved, and it goes to Capricorn. Part of me doesn't want to give you this award because I'm worried it will go to your head, but the other part of me wants to acknowledge that when you do nice things for other people, it pays off, and that's why you're getting this award, baby. So that is the week. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, Aliza Kelly. There's memes. What could be better?